Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, racing fans across the globe, welcome back to the Nascar Napa Cup Series for Season 4, Race 12 today. Once again, looking at some driver changes here. We've got a lot of them. Phantom Trap to the 9, and then 4 of my friends there. I'll introduce them later in the race. Scott Man's back in the 29, and Truex Fan is in the number 54 now. He's a new entry into the series. Looking at the Season 4 playoff bubble, you see how close it is. It's a three-way tie on the cutoff line with Luke, Derb Zero, and I'm a 48 Bowman Fan also out. Let's get on to the racing here, boys. Wasting no time at all. As you can see, our new playoff banners now. Those look really nice. We have Dogman and Boris, Mason Ward, LJ17, Totally Not Sus Cat, myself, Ty Gibbs Fan 54, and Truex Fan 19. What are your new cars? Here we go, 4 laps, green flag, beautiful jump for that number 42, everyone else in the outside lane, fans into place, and that is a big impact for LJ17 here on lap number 1. Bad push there from the number 38. It looks like he was square, but the 47 could not take the push there on the transfer to the slick track. He's out of this race. Lap number 2, green flag back out for the number 42. He gets another great run down the, oh boy, number 54 is in the wall. Truex Fan 19, caution back out in the wall. And it's once again the 38. He got a bad push from the 20 this time. Sandwiches the 54 in the wall. He's done. Lap number 3. 2 laps to go. Hoping to get some green flag racing in here. Lap number 3 is clean. 38 gives the 99 a little door slam there. White flag. Here we come. 38 up to second. But he gets passed back by Mason Ward. Not Sus Cat. Hard impact into the wall, but he wasn't going to transfer anyway. Dogman and Boris wins it, followed by Mason Ward and EJF 84, 2 other playoff contenders. Division number 2 is up next, and this is a pretty stacked one. We have CCS, a season that could have been the playoffs, but he's starting to have some solid performances here. Then you have 2 playoff contenders in Derb Zero and Red Cross, both close to the bubble. Then you have French Fry, Tristan Washwalski, Nascar Fan 99, and Scott Man making his grand return. 4 laps, great jump for CCS there. The 14 and the 8 have a little door slam, but the 8 holds on to second place. Lap number 2, that 14 on the outside there, as that is the number 43 of CCS holding the race lead as Derb Zero goes into second. But he's going to get a nice push from the 22, who nearly gets spun out there. Derb Zero commanding the field in that number 14, followed by the number 22, and he's going to go up into the fence. And that's going to end Division 2 in a horrific way for Derb Zero. Already was at an 11-point deficit. This is only going to make things worse. And that is Tristan Roshwalski, CCS, and Scott Man moving on, but tough break for the 14. Next up is Division number 3, and we've got a couple playoff drivers in this one, both below the cut line. Luke Bowler down 8, and I'm a 48 Bowman Fan down 13. You have Luke Bowler, Adam Newman, Gucci Gamer, I'm a 48 Bowman Fan 48, and Racer 42. Here we go, 4 laps, green flag, huge jump for that number 24, and he's away with the lead in there, crashing in the back. Adam Newman loses the nose of his race car straight up the track into the number 17. The 34 also catches a piece of the wall, but he's okay. There lies the 17, who will be brought up into the Ally trailer. He's out of this race. Green flag with 3 laps to go. Another great jump for that number 24, and they're crashing in the back. And that's going to take out a round of 16. Contender of I'm a 48 Bowman Fan gets into a tangle with the 51. Looks like he was trying to go to the outside of the 2 Gucci Gamer, and that's going to put him in a must-win situation. 2 laps to go in this division. Another great jump for the number 24, Adam Newman, 2 second place over Gucci Gamer. The 51 files in as well. White flag. Not as good of a jump there. Adam Newman trying to challenge for the lead, but Luke moves him up the racetrack and wins Division number 3 over the 48 and the 2. Division number 4 here. We've got a new car in this group, the beautiful Tide number 31. That's driven by Nascar Tatum. But going through your full field, you have Ross Chastain Fan, Nascar Tatum, Nascar Official, Duncan Seb, BPC, and Adden in the number 11, one of my friends in that number 11 car. Green flag is out, beautiful jump, and Tatum gets turned around and a couple cars get stuffed in the wall there. Taking a look at what happened here, Tatum gets big time loose, gets turned by the 91. You can see the 11 trying to go high. Goes up in front of the 84, rookie mistake there. BPC and Adden taken out early here. Lap number 2, 3 laps to go. Beautiful pushing from the 23 to the 44 there. Tatum gets spun around again. Everyone stays out of the wall though. Green flag, lap number 3. And oh my goodness, big impact. Wow, and that is a tremendous hit for the 31 of Nascar Tatum and the 44. Red flag displayed immediately. Oh my goodness. The 31 comes to an instant stop. One more look at this impact in full speed. Oh my. And an impact taken to the driver's side of the 44 as well. All three of those gentlemen taken out. Bad wreck. White flag for the one remaining car, a NASCAR official. He's able to bring it nice and cleanly to the line. Congrats to the 23 for avoiding the chaos in Division 4. Division number 5 is next, and we have three of the new drivers here. We have a Spire Motorsports duo, just like in Race 11 on the front row of D'Lo the Noob and Big Chungus. Then you have Brian Griffin, Family Guy fan. The number 21 of Nolan, the number 15 of Luke, and the number 16 of Jade. Three new drivers. Here we go. Green flag, 4 laps. Tremendous jump for that number 77, and it's going to get a little bit stacked up. Couple cars brushing the wall there in the back. Everybody's fine. 3 laps to go. Brian gets a huge push from Nolan, and that's a big wreck. The 15 of Luke had nowhere to go there. That 21 was all over the back of the 50. Look at the 16 of Jade sneaking around to second place, but everyone else not nearly as fortunate. The 7, the 15 of Luke is out, and the number 50, that's another playoff contender, Brian, out early. 2 laps to go, 3 cars remain. The 16 drops back to third. The 77 goes up to block Nolan. White flag here. The number 16 around the outside of the 21. Jade gets tagged, and the 77 at D'Lo goes around as well. The 16 is able to keep it out of the wall. The 77 not as fortunate. Nolan and Jade going to move on as the 77 at D'Lo gets eliminated. Division number 6, and we've got 4 playoff drivers in this one. 1 Mile Cup Series and Dub 44 car, the Stewart Haas double. Then you have Elite Fan 9 and the number 6 looking to have a good performance today. Then TMCS and AM57, the strong JGR cars. And then Rail Fan 66 and that new number 75. Green flag, 4 laps. Good run for that number 41 on the outside. And side by side across the line for the lead. The 4 still prevails. Lap number 2, another great run for the 4. And that's a huge hit into the wall for 1 Mile Cup Series. Oh, and Dub 44 car. That is a high rate of speed. And that car did not absorb that impact well. It bounced straight off. Hope they're okay. 2 laps to go. TMCS away with the lead now. But oh my. Goes up to block the number 6. They nearly get spun out. White flag. And Elite Fan 9 is going to take the division win backwards over TMCS and Rail Fan. Division number 7, the final division of round number 1. And we've got 3 playoff boys in this one. They are the top 3. That is Isaiah Joy, NASCAR fan, number 3, your race 10 winner, and Mickey and Jeffy Show looking for his first win this season. Then behind them, you have the number 9 of Phantom Trap, the number 12 of Boss Man, and the number 3 of G-Cars. Green flag, off they go. Great jump for that number 1. He is gone, and everyone fans out behind him. Lap number 2, the 5 of Mickey, trying to keep up at the 45, trying to peek around the outside. Phantom Trap's in the inside wall. Big impact taken by that number 9. He was coming up. The 45 was coming down, and the debut for Phantom Trap and Hendrick Motorsports does not end well. Lap number 3, Isaiah Joy and NASCAR fan number 3 assume the top 2, and that's a big hit for the number 1. No contact there. The 1 lost it himself, and the 5 and those others all go up towards the wall. Boss Man, Mickey, and Joy all out. 2 cars remain. NASCAR fan number 3 and G-Cars on the white flag. The 45 easily able to take the win over G-Cars, but both those guys move on. It is time to move on to round number 2, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see just how many cars have been eliminated from this race. Kicking it off with the LCQ, where we have our 2 playoff boys of AM57 and Red Cross up front. Then you have some PTC guys of Ty Gibbs Fan 54 and Racer 42. Then your Season 3 champ, French Fry. He's just waiting for this season to be over. And then you have NASCAR Fan 99 out back. Here we go. Green flag, 5 laps. Great jump for that number 18 on the outside. And the wrecking in the back. The 10 of French Fry. I'm guessing in an attempt to avenge his fellow Ford, pretty blatantly obvious, he just wrecks the 51 of Racer 42, but I'm sure he's upset with how this season's going, so he doesn't really care. 4 laps to go in this LCQ. Red Cross gets turned off the nose of the 10. Everyone, great work to avoid him. 3 laps to go. Fries up to second. Here he comes, and he's into the wall. The 10 car just loses the back end, bounces into the wall. Pretty simple, but it's going to take him out of this race. Just continues to get worse for that 10 car. 2 laps to go. The playoff boys starting to prevail. That number 18 is absolutely gone. White flag. You've got the number 8 of Red Cross in tow. He's going to try and challenge for the LCQ win, but he doesn't quite have enough. The 62 gets by for third, but not enough to overtake AM57 and Red Cross. Division number 1 of round number 2 sees Rail Fan on pole position. Then you have Gucci Gamer, CCS, and then 3 playoff boys, EJF 84, AM57, the Red Bull Fan, and Red Cross Racing Network. These playoff boys got to nudge a couple guys out of the way as only the top 2 will move on to the final. Here we go. Green flag, 4 laps. Nice jump for that number 75, and everyone stays side by side, tightly packed into lap number 2 here. And still side by side, lap number 3. Here comes CCS now in the lead in that number 43. He puts the number 75 in the wall, and Gucci Gamer goes around. Bad push from the 43 to the 2. Sends the 75 into the wall and sends the 2 around. White flag here for the number 43. CCS looking to get into the finals, and he's into the fence. And CCS is going to crash from the lead and give the final spot to the 38 of EJF 84 and 57. And EJF 84 moving on to the finals. That is gut-wrenching for the 43 of CCS. Division number 2 getting closer and closer to the finals. Here we have G-Cars in that number 3 once again trying to put himself in a finals position. Then you have TMCS, Jade having a great race today. Adam Newman, Scott Mann in his return in that number 29. And Mason Ward, a playoff guy. He's got to make his way up here. 4 laps. Green flag for G-Cars and TMCS. The 19 going to wrestle the lead away, and the 29 drops down to the back. Lap number 2 here. 3 laps to go. And they nearly get spun around there. A couple cars, Jade and Adam, both sideways. The 16 up to 3rd place. Here they come for lap number 3. Jade gets spun around again, and G-Cars takes the lead back from the 19. White flag. The 16 going to get back to 3rd place, and the 19 and 3 will move on to the finals. What an effort from that number 16 car in her debut, taking 3rd place. TMCS and G-Cars move on to the finals. Division number 3, the final division before the finals. NASCAR fan number 3 looking for his 2nd win in 3 races. He leads us to green. Then you have Elliott fan 9, Nolan here trying to get to the finals for his first start. Then you have NASCAR official Luke Bowler, Tristan Roshwalski, and Dogman and Boris Productions. Green flag, 4 laps. NASCAR fan number 3 with a great jump, and we have the 21 and 22 in the wall. 2 different Penske cars both get into the wall. Nolan, I'm not quite sure what happened. Something must have broke for him, but the 22, Tristan Roshwalski, loses it. They're both out. 3 laps to go. 5 cars remain. The 45, nice run there. Oh, big impact, Dogman and Boris Productions. Wow. Lost the back of the car in the 23, an innocent bystander. That's not the first time the 42's taken a hard hit. They're both out. Lap number 3, 3 cars left now. NASCAR fan number 3's in the wall, and the other 2 crash with him. Oh my goodness. Luke was coming up, the 6 was coming down, and for the 3rd time in Season 4, no one advances out of Division 3. Here we go, everybody, for perhaps the smallest final this series has ever seen since the introduction of this new format. Normally the finals would be 2 cars anyways, but with this new format, we haven't seen any less than 5 cars. But TMCS and 57, G-Cars and EJF 84 ready to battle it out. 6 laps. Here they go. G-Cars goes around off the nose of the 38. Everyone stays clean. 5 laps to go. TMCS chasing his first career win. The 38 skates up into the wall a little bit. He's fine. 4 laps to go. And 57 takes the lead away. He wants to lock himself into the round of 12. 3 laps to go. TMCS gets into the back of his teammate. Lap 5 out of 6 here. The 38 up to 2nd, trying to take the lead away. And there goes G-Cars around in the number 3. And we're going to have NASCAR overtime. As you can see, the 19 gets loose, goes up into the number 3. NASCAR overtime. Here we come. The number 38 hangs on to 2nd place. White flag for the number 18. Here comes the 19 up to 2nd place, but no further. Side by side across the line, but not enough to defeat AM57, the Red Bull fan, who collects his 2nd win in the 4th season of the NASCAR Napa Cup Series. His 4th career win here. As here he goes for his burnouts. This win locks him in to the round of 12 once and for all, along with the number 77 of D-Lo the Noob. And in tragic fashion, TMCS comes in 2nd place. But that's going to do it, boys. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is EJF84. Catch you guys in the next video.